Hi, Ruth. So, your last video inspired me to make this one, which is going to be about differences I've noticed between working for a company and working uh, in college. And I can easily make like 10 different 10-minute videos about this one. So I'm going to focus specifically on the thing that I think I noticed first, which is the amount of free time that I have. So, college students are very fond of stressing out about papers and exams and midterms and finals and other projects that they have to do. And most college students, like you and I, also worked part time jobs while we were in college. And so whenever I was in college, I just felt like, oh, I have no time for myself. And that, I was so stressed out all the time. So one thing I will say is working a full-time, 8 hour a day job, uh, is much less stressful because you go to work and then you come home and you don't have any other work to do. And your weekends belong to you. Now, that's different for upper management or other people who are pressured into or sort of forced into working more than 8 hours a day. But for people like me, I was never, well, it's only been a year, but I only work 8 hours a day. I go to work, I come home, I have my weekends to myself, everything's fine and happy dandy. But the thing is I have much less free time. I have much less time to uh, just kind of like veg and relax and do my own thing. And the time that I do have is much less, it's much more structured and there is not as much wiggle room. So, for example, if I want to schedule a doctor's appointment, I have to take time off of work to do that, which PPG is very good about. That we have unlimited sick leave, so we're able to say, hey, I have a doctor's appointment, and then just go to it. And nobody's allowed to say anything about that. So, but the thing is I get up at 6:25 in the morning, and I immediately get ready and go to work. I get to work about 7:30, and like I have a process there as well, of getting ready. But basically, I get up at 6:25 in the morning, and I normally don't get back home until like 5:45 or 6 or later. Part of that is because I work 8 to 5 and we get an hour-long lunch break. So I do have some free time there, but that free time again is structured and you have to take off, from 12 to 1, and you have to be back, at your desk about 1 o'clock. So that's whenever I take my runs. But again, it's not like I'm able to just go as long as I want to. There is a pressure to come back at a certain time. So after I get home, normally I want to have something to eat after I get back home because I'm normally hungry. And so by the time I've already eaten, it's most normally around like 7 o'clock, and you can't really do that much afterwards. Of course, if you want to, stay up until 2 a.m. and be completely destroyed the next day, you are able to do that. But basically, on a day-to-day basis, I have a lot less free time in my life, and so for all of you college students out there complaining about how little time you have to yourselves, it doesn't really get better. So I look forward to do that. Anyway, Ruth, I love you, and I will see you in about a week. Bye.